You good?
What you got, Henry?
Just something to keep my head from getting stoned.
I have no news.
Did you see anything out there today that stuck out?
No, it went smooth. I don't have something new to give you guys. I mean, they all did their work, their pens, and I know, they're excited to get the rest of the guys in here tomorrow. So, as I always say, you love getting here, and after a day or two with the pitchers and catchers, and you can't wait for the other guys to get here. And that's where we're at now. But they're all healthy. Romo, he's come along fine, and still planning on him throwing up the mound on Friday. No hiccups though to this point, which is good news.
How much more are you planning on putting on Hunter Strickland's plate in the bullpen this year?
I don't think I plan on putting any more on his plate. I think we have enough depth in the bullpen, and they can cover each other. It concerns you a little bit. At the end of the year, we worked him pretty good, and we needed to back off. But he's healthy, and so we want to take care of him too. And but it's going to be good to have him start the season with us and healthy, and have a power arm in the bullpen.
Position players reporting today, workout tomorrow. And Angel Pagan, can you kind of describe how those conversations went with him and how on board?
Yeah, I'll keep those between Angel and I, and then we'll talk some more tomorrow, the next day. He's coming in tomorrow. Our situation in the outfield. He knows where we're at right now with Denard going out to center field, and he's a good athlete, and I think he could really help us and be a good left fielder, and so I think anytime you make a position change, the player probably isn't overly excited about it, but that's the strength that we've had here is how unselfish guys have been, from guys going from starting to the bullpen or changing up the batting order. So right now we're just going to put the best club out there, we think, and right now we have Denard out in center field.
Did you see him yet today?
Okay. No, they have physicals this afternoon.
The defensive, numbers in center for him were not good, but how much do you think a move to left can kind of defensively help him take a step?
I think it could benefit him as far as keeping him healthier. It's probably a little more wear and tear playing center field. In fairness to him, he did have some injuries the last 2 or 3 years, and as a center fielder, it's hard enough to play out there. You're not 100%, but and hopefully he looks at this as a chance to get more at bats and staying healthier out in left field.
How has Denard been with the situation with him and Angel?
I really haven't talked to him about it, to be honest. He's ready to go wherever we play him. He has said that from the press conference, and still saying that, but we're excited to have him. He's a good player, a good all-around player, and gives us added depth in the outfield. We ran short last year, as you well know, with the injuries we had to deal with. And you get a pro like this and a leadoff hitter, it's nice to have that.
Will Denard be right there with the rest of the position players, or is he going to be a little slow played because of the hip surgery? Yeah,
I'll probably slow play him a little bit. I've been told he's good to go, but still, guys like him, Joe Panic, you want to keep a watchful eye on him, and don't wear him down early here in camp. It's a lone spring. We play a lot of games, so we have plenty of time to get these guys ready. So I think you'll see him get a little more rest than normal or in the early go, just to get in baseball shape. It doesn't matter what kind of conditioning you do before you get here. It's just different when you get on the field, and you're standing out here for 3-4 hours. That takes a little bit of time. So we'll watch him.
Do you think those two will be ready for the first Cactus League game, or might you hold them out?
Oh yeah, I think they'll be ready. I don't know if I'm going to play them the first game, but my reports are they're both ready.
Coach, what's your first impressions with Samardzija and Cueto?
They've been great guys to have around. You know, they have fun playing. You see that in how they go about their business, but they're very serious too at the same time. When they take their bullpens, they have that great focus. You know, they're working on things, but away from that, you see them joking around, having fun, and that's a big part of our game. You know, you got to enjoy what you do, and these two guys do. They're you know, entertaining, and I look forward to working with them.
When you move Angel to left, if you give Denard a day off, are you going to move him back? Or
Well, these are things we'll talk about, you know. Some guys want to focus on position change. Some want to keep that in their back pocket that, you know, they still can play there. So these are things we will discuss.
We're speaking of Samardzija and Cueto. It's Buster's job to kind of learn them and, you know, find a way to get on the same page with them. When you were a catcher, how long, when you had new guys coming in, how long would it usually take?
You know, it's hard to quantify how long. I mean, they're all a little different, but it's not going to take long for Buster. I mean, he gets it. You know, he has such a great feel for the game and for pitching staff. He showed that when he came up at a young age. So, you know, he's not going to have any issues with that. It's through communication with these guys, their style of pitching, catch them in the bullpen, and you know, he'll catch them a couple of games here in spring training. And I think he'll know how they like to work, and you know how they want him to sit. And you know, these are you know, things that you're in spring training for, and so I don't see that taking long.
My imagination, or does Samardzija have like a very minor twist the way, you know, a twist back that Cueto has?
A little, yeah, a little turn,
Little turn.
yeah.
Tough to face a guy who's whatever he is, 6'5". I mean, is that sort of thing that helps him hide the ball?
Well, you're always looking for deception from a pitcher, and you know they do it in different ways. But you know, with guys that turn a little bit more or throw across their body, and you know that creates that. But he doesn't have a big one. No, it's very small.
Can you remember way back when, what your first impressions of Jake Peavy were when you first met him?
Yeah, well, and he really hasn't changed. When guys see him for the first time, their first impression is how intense he is. You know, when he hits the field, and he was that way when he was 20 years old. His first start was against the Yankees, and it's pretty impressive how this kid, the confidence he had, and how he went out there and competed. You know, you think he would be in awe of everything. I think he lost the game 2-1, but pitch to pitch, he's got that great focus you love, and he hasn't changed. And you know, as long as he's been playing, that's what you love about him. He still has that drive and the intensity that he needs to have to win.
Have you chewed the fat yet with the new Korean infielder?
A little bit, yeah.
How's his English?
It's okay. Yeah. We talked a little bit right after our early meeting here, but no.
I have to admit, I mean, I don't know very much about him. I mean, where do you see? Is he a middle guy?
Yeah. That's where we'll play him, and you know he'll get some playing time here.
Both
Yeah.
positions.